Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What it do? What it do? We here, man.
We live.
Back. Guess who's back? Back again.
Straight to his back.
Straight to his back. What a tell a friend.
Share this life.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Hold
Guess
on.
who's
Share this life. Share this life. Share this life.
For sure, man. We here back with another episode of Straight to It.
Yes, sir. Live, back in full effect. It is Tuesday again. I know it came fast, but goddamn it, it's here.
It's
And
here,
we here.
man. We here, consistent. We gonna make sure we bringing fire content to y'all every week,
Facts.
man. So y'all
Facts.
want to make sure that y'all tapping in. But we finna get this shit started off the right way.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So if you don't know, now you know. This your boy Ted Marley,
This your boy AK.
and we getting straight to it. You feel me?
Again, today we have in the building artists, activists, battle rapper,
Man.
A little bit of everything.
man of many hats, people, man for the people. You know what I'm saying?
That's
The
a
man of the
fact.
community. You know what I'm saying? Milwaukee's Malcolm X,
Facts.
Vaun Mayes.
Yeah, man.
What it do?
We also got
It's your boy Cut. What it do?
Look. He's still back there. Hey, who else we got back here? He's still back there.
Your boy Chicago.
Your boys. He's still back there. Don't wonder where he at. He's still back there.
Bro, you got to get a clip of every.
I can't say per usual, but now today's episode 110, is presented by Press Play Studios, the premier audio recording destination in the city of Milwaukee. Listen, tap in with them for podcasts, whatever, music. You know what I'm saying? Whatever audio you need, record, mix, master. Talented engineers here. We ready to work.
That's a
You know
fact.
what I'm saying? Shout out to Press Play Studio for powering this episode, helping us bring this to y'all
We're recording right
every
now.
single week. You feel me? It's also sponsored by the Cut Barber Shop. This is your weekly reminder to get your life together and stop walking around looking like that.
Yes, sir.
Man,
So book your appointment. Book your appointment with Chicago the Barber, one of the very other talented barbers at the Cut Barber Shop, and get your life together. If you need your dreads, braids done, it's also a loctician there for you as well.
Man.
Shout out to them for sponsoring this episode, helping us bring this to y'all. Definitely appreciate it, man. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube, if you have already, tell a friend to subscribe to our YouTube, Straight to It Podcast 414. You can also catch us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Straight to It Podcast.
You want to
Tap
follow
in
us on
with us
there.
on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Just make sure you tapped into the stream or sharing it with somebody else so they can tap in as well.
All that.
Last but definitely not least, hit that Cash App, $ Straight
Cash
to It
App.
Podcast.
You need that money.
Facts.
Hit the cash app.
I
Hit the
wanted to hear
Cash
that.
App.
The motherfucking
And-
cash app, son. Dr. Umar, hit the cat. You got to say it 5 times. Hit the cash app.
Please.
Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app.
Donations,
Hit the
donations.
cash app. Yeah.
Hit the cash
Peace
app.
and Pan-Africanism. Peace and
No cap. And artists, unsigned artists, send your original mixed music to Straight to It 414@gmail.com so we can play it on the show for y'all. We also gonna have the music reviews coming soon. We want to review y'all music and tell y'all what we think about it. You know what I'm saying, from a creative standpoint. So tap in with us, man, and send that music to the Gmail.
That's a fact.
Shout out to everybody who tapped in with us right now.
Thank
See everybody in
y'all.
the
Yes,
live,
sir.
giving the live, say something, share the live. We definitely appreciate it.
What it do? What it do?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, moms.
Thank everybody for tapping in, man. What's up, Shaquila? Shaquila? Sheila?
Yeah,
Hey, we got the deal. Sheila.
Vaughn, bro, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
Hey man, it's a pleasure to be here, man. I'm good, man. How about
Definitely.
y'all?
It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for coming to sit
Thank
down
you,
with us.
man.
We definitely appreciate it. We definitely appreciate the time for sure. We definitely wanted to tap in with you, bro. Just talk to you. I'm gonna be a little transparent. This is our first like interview
Mm-hmm.
style. We usually do this like straight podcast style, like straight topic led.
Mhm.
But I do got some questions for you. We do want to dive into you and what you got going on, Diddy. And,
Say that.
and,
You
know what
have
I'm
to say
saying?
that at
And
this
yeah, you gotta say that at this point. I was just being you know what I'm saying, appropriate, like respectful.
Thanks.
So born and raised in the city, or you?
I was born here. I
Mhm.
left when I was 4. Grew up in Mississippi actually.
Oh,
Okay.
Came back here for high school, so I was down there about 10 years. I came back up here. I was about 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much been back ever since. Type
oh
thing,
yeah,
so.
you from Milwaukee?
Okay.
Facts.
No, that's a lot of time spent in Mississippi. Like, what part?
Greenwood, LaFleur County. It's in between Greenville and Jackson. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out Mississippi, man.
Shout out Mississippi, man.
601.
Keeping
still-
my nigga alive,
Still
man.
go back? You still?
Yeah, I go back every couple years. Still got my uncle that raised me. He's still down there. You know, so we go back as often as we can. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire though, because it's different there. from
Right.
here. It's
Very
a lot
different.
different,
Very
especially in that part of Mississippi that you're talking about. Because I
Mhm.
got family that's not far from there,
Mhm.
and so to have that and this,
Right.
especially a lot of that, because it only take a little bit of that.
It only
Yeah.
take a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can go down there on a vacation and come back
Different.
different.
Right,
A
bro.
whole
You know what I'm
nother
saying? No,
motherfucker.
different. No, like in a good way. I mean, in a good way, personally.
With the
I
accent.
attribute it to saving my life, honestly, because having that different experience, especially growing up. If you grow up in Milwaukee or somewhere like Chicago as a kid all the way up, man, that shit gonna be all you know. You know what I'm saying? So going down there, learning something different, I always say I didn't have a Fresh Prince experience.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because my people from the Chi, you know what I'm saying, they moved to Milwaukee. I was born here.
UI.
So going down there where I ain't have to worry about lights or where I'ma live and food and all that, I ain't really have to worry about shit. I went to private schools, all that shit. A private Catholic school at that. You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
people was on some different shit down there.
Right.
So
Exactly.
to leave that and come back up here where shit now nigga in
I was
high
just about
school,
to ask you, like, what was the experience like? Because I know it was like a level of culture shock coming from the South back up here, in your teenage years.
Yeah.
So like, what was that like far as like the culture shock, far as like, what did you have to readjust or
I most
anything like
definitely
that?
did. Definitely a culture shock. I ain't know what the fuck was going on, honestly. But to
Facts.
be honest, like when I left here, I was like an advanced 4-year-old. So I remember a lot of shit.
Right.
Mhm.
All of the hood, all that shit was still in my mind the whole time.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I got sent back up here. I got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But the shock of having to deal with common Milwaukee shit. I ended up a homeless teenager, ain't had nowhere to stay, going back and forth to jail, all that type of shit. Family all fucked up. Like having to go back and deal with that shit after what I just came from.
Right.
That most definitely was
Crazy,
different
bro.
shit. You know what I mean? So definitely had to adjust.
For sure. For sure.
And so, like, are you from? Like what side of Milwaukee you from? North side, east side, north?
Most definitely.
Ain't no RF.
Shout out Northside, man.
No,
And
man.
you kind of tapped into it a little bit, but I was gonna ask you, like, you really explained it though, like life growing up for you. But it kind of seemed like, yeah, like you said, like seeing both sides of it, and I understand that for sure. So what was first? Was music first for you?
Yeah, music before I did what I do now, I
Mhm.
was heavy into the music. But to be
Okay.
honest, I did it full time, but I wasn't really serious. Like if you go back and listen to my old shit, none of that music was serious.
So
It
but
was
when did
battle
you?
rap type shit, freestyle shit. Like I was on some Cassidy, Smack, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of, and so I played around with music. I wasn't really making songs,
Okay.
actual music. Like that came really more recently than back
Actual, so
then.
yeah, you was just
Okay.
more just putting, you can rhyme good, you can battle rap, you can,
Yeah.
you can kill niggas. But far as like the song format and getting behind a mic,
And when did that start? Like when did you start? When did you dive into the music?
Really,
Battle rap first. When you start battle rapping?
So that was kind of like the nature of me first getting into music, or just
Mhm.
like first, fucking around and seeing I could put words together well, and then like how it is like in the classroom or on the block, like your song against mine, we gonna sing up
Yeah.
a better song or whatever.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Your
you
song
start
against
off-
mine is
Yeah,
crazy.
Hey, shit, and that's how you figure out who better, who just
Yeah.
rapped the best
Who
verse,
got
or
the-
who, you know what I'm saying? So it I do a lot of from a little bit what y'all heard. Like I also started out
That
writing
shit
a lot
was
of
dope. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. Fire.
Fire.
Bullshit.
writing a lot of R&B for artists. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
even on that tip, writing hooks, writing R&B for motherfuckers. So I just had a well range of shit that I was fucking around with. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. 40 did tell me that you do both R&B and rap. So which one you like better, like R&B or?
honestly, I like R&B better.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more
It's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
easier.
is.
You know
It
what I'm
is.
saying? And it just makes sense. for any nigga who rap, most of your fan base is gonna be women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that helps play into that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, with your girl, or you know what I'm saying, and all you got is kill shit.
Some
You know
drill shit and
motherfuckers like other shit.
future shit, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Facts.
No, it is something with R&B though. It's something else there, and I say that from a mixing standpoint. It's a lot more. It's a lot more to it. It's a lot more elaborate. But when it come together and come together well, it feel a lot more special.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because rap is really, but I maybe because from my perspective, because I've been rapping for so long, like rap is really like 1, 2, 3 for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's really just like a
Really?
you put a beat on them, a rap to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always been like
R&B
that.
is like you gotta find what's missing, you gotta fill in, and you gotta add to
has
make
to
it
have
what
a
it
meaning
is.
too.
It gotta have some
Harmony.
depth to it, and it gotta have yeah.
Because like anybody can draw or trace, but to know how to shade,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to know what lighting and all that shit, that take a certain type of eye,
contrast
or ear, or
and
craft,
all of
you know
that.
what I'm
Like,
That's because to know where to carry a note and where to harmonize and what melody and when to switch it and how to transition into this different melody, you might change key. Like it's so much that go into that.
just how to
art,
use your
that
voice.
craft. Yeah, just how to use your voice as that extra instrument.
You know, right? I was about to say your voice is an instrument within itself. You know what I mean? So when you tap into that melodic role or that R&B role, you know what I mean, you have a different way of like your voice is the way you convey your words to people versus like rap. It's like your words is like the primary thing. Then it's your voice. Niggas saying a lot of people now it's more like, you know, what's the vibe? But
now it's more the melody.
But it used to be, especially like with people, you know, I want to say with the backpack or, you know what I mean, the rappers, people listen to the words first. They gravitate toward what you saying first, and then it's like, all right, how he put that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think like Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? Like people be listening to what he's saying first, and then afterwards how he slid the beat comes second.
Yeah.
I guess. But I get that though.
Yeah, that shit cold, bro.
So what led you to like the activism and the community side of it? Because honestly, that's how I was introduced to you.
Right.
Like, you used to do the fire. To me, it's the fire Facebook Lives where you be on the scene or whatever, whatever happening right now. You was right there on the scene. You if you wanted to know what was going on, you went to bro page, you would know for sure what was going on, and there was a lot going on at the time.
It's always like this motherfucker.
So what led you to that, like the community part and the community activism?
Honestly, so growing up the way that I did down south, my uncle raised me, and he had a son. So I was in a position where I kind of had to be his protector, right? I always, just throughout my life, I always found myself having to stand up for motherfucker or say something or be a protector of somebody. So that was always there. But then what really did it is I ended up having to go to prison on some bullshit. And really it was super technical.
That's crazy.
Like I shouldn't have even been there, but because this didn't go this way and this it's a technicality, I had to, and there was nothing I could do about it. It wasn't no early release, wasn't none of that shit, and I had brand new kids. So I was fucked up. Like I got to do 18 months and I can't do shit about it.
What the fuck?
You know
in
what I'm
prison?
saying? Yes, bro. Like it was fucked up. I caught a case when I was 18. They gave me 3 years of probation, stayed sentence, so 18 out and then 18 stayed. Right. So literally every time I got to the end of my probation or whatever, something would happen where they'll put me back on, they'll extend me for not paying my restitution, or I'll get locked back up for some of my last month. So 3 years for me turned into down there 8-9 years of them me constantly having to do the same time. Bro, Wisconsin fucked up.
Yeah,
like a motherfucker.
And the point of it, like, it got to a point where I ended up going to prison. My PO and her supervisor was even like, look, you got like 30 days left. Like, we gonna let you pay your restitution off and just discharge you. You know what I'm saying? I was going through a revocation, but they was like, you didn't catch a new case. Really, here, you know, and I don't know about other places, but allegations, like a motherfucker call your PO and say anything, you lock back up.
Fact.
So I was facing revocation after doing a whole nother 3 years. At the end of the 3 years, I'm facing revocation. You know what I'm saying? So they like, this shit fucked up, but it's another technicality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because somebody called and made allegations. So cool. I'm in there sitting there scraping up money, having it sent in on my books and all this shit. My lawyer, I never heard back from my lawyer, never heard back from the PO. So, you know, you have a certain time after revocation where they let you know what happened, right? Okay. So that day passed.
You got to explain it because I haven't.
So what they did was they said, we going to give you to this date to pay the restitution.
Okay.
But then we had the revocation hearing. So the next day is when you hear back what happened with revocation.
Okay.
So the first day passed. I'm calling them, can't get through on the phone. They ain't calling me back. They ain't coming to see me. The second day come where I'm supposed to get word back of what happened with the revocation. Mm-hmm. I ain't hear back shit from that either. So I'm just sitting there in house correction, like, what the fuck going on?
Right.
Okay, keep going. This is crazy.
So my lawyer come to see me, and he like, oh yeah, man, I'm sorry, man, you know, because I'm like, both the days passed. Like, what the fuck going on? Like, I got the money on my books. He like, oh, you had the money? Mm-hmm. Oh, we were calling around and calling everybody trying to get the money for you. And I'm like, what the fuck you mean get it for me? I had the money there the whole time. The motherfucker said, oh man, that's kind of, but don't worry about it. The bus is coming. You'll be going to prison soon. It's better there. Like,
that's some
the fuck you talking about, bro? What do you mean?
That's some bitch ass shit.
Bro.
Motherfuckers will try you like that.
And there was nothing I could do about it because when you complain about a lawyer to the law association or whatever, it's just like complaining about the police to the police. It was like
complaining about a coworker.
You know,
from that
colleague,
this YSL trial, I learned that complaints to the bar, like it has to be something serious for them to like take that serious. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like I can understand if you wanted to complain about your lawyer or file a complaint or whatever, they'll just like brush what you got going on under the rug, which is fucked up, y'all.
So from there, when did that all like kind of end for you?
So when I got out, and it was fucked up because, like I said, I had brand new kids. They lived with me. Their mom lived with me. So me going to prison, they literally had no place to go. They had to move out of state. So I do all my time, get out. I'm trying to go see my kids. They're like, you can't go. So I'm like,
bro, not letting you go see your kids is crazy, bro.
Oh, that shit
so I absconded. I left, went down there with my kids for a year. Shit didn't work out with me and their mom. I came back. That's how I got put back on probation for absconding.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But what the whole process of how I went to prison, having to do that time, the fact that I even had to abscond to go see my kids, like I couldn't just say, listen, transfer my shit down there. I got a place to stay. Woo woo. They weren't fucking with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't. Before you get out of prison, they're supposed to call ahead and connect with your family or whatever and have a place set up. Already go have it checked out, all that to where your release date you can go home. That you already approved. They didn't even do that shit. I get out and I got to go to my PO office. They trying to put me in temporary living, which is like a halfway house.
Yeah, halfway.
Yeah. So I got to get out. I'm supposed to be free, and I got to go somewhere where I'm still locked up. Y'all got me fucked up. Yeah. Like they just kept doing shit that I wasn't going for that shit. Like and I had to keep taking ATRs and you know violations and all type of shit, but your PO is not supposed to put you in a position where you are like more likely to reoffend.
To fail, they are supposed to like put you in I'm guessing put you in a position to where like you never come back.
I had a good ass job too, bro. I was working construction. I was a supervisor. I was doing all type of shit that I was way ahead of my time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they fucked all that shit up, like, and didn't care. Like, oh well, you know. So when I got out, that was always stuck in my mind, like it's such an injustice that I wanted to do something about that. The prison system. That's where I started at, wanting to do something about it.
So you started with the prison, helping people.
I did that while I was in. It's while I'm fucking finna get sent up, I'm helping niggas. Yeah,
a lawyer.
Yeah, like I'm looking at niggas' paperwork, telling them what to tell a lawyer, all this shit. I always, you know, I do that still. You know,
that's crazy.
And that shit helped like a motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, but I'm stuck in this motherfucking can't go home myself. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that was always the position I ended up in. So it was only natural for this to. And when I got out, I didn't even get to deal with the prison shit. Yeah. I got out and got connected with this shit about Trayvon Martin and
I think that's when I first started hearing about you too.
Yeah,
like
that's when I first started
around that time with the Trayvon Martin stuff and
you started in the form of like going on Facebook, like using your Facebook following to bring awareness, or like.
So
Yeah, how did you build your
Facebook was a
following?
little bit different because it didn't start off like live wasn't a thing like that at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
But you could record like IG, you can only do like 15-second clips, and it was like pieces that. So Wisconsin is real good about hiding the bullshit here.
Okay.
Like, people outside of here still don't even really believe it's black people here.
Yeah,
and that's
they
how
still
good they
think
hide
like
the shit
it's
that happen here.
farms and shit.
But by using social media, we got eyes on shit that was happening here, because I had that reach outside of, because like people like Tory Lowe and other activists, they got more of a Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin following.
Yeah.
I have more of a national following.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, I got that in a fucked up way. I don't know
like,
how much research I
no,
did.
we finna get straight to it.
Let's get straight to it.
I got my following off some whole other shit that ain't have nothing to do with
Shit,
it.
I'm listening
So
to you
how did
learn.
you get a national following versus a local following? And did the local following come first, or did it just
Nah, the national came first.
Okay, so what got you the national following?
Partly it was because of the music shit, like the connections that I made in music. I was fucking with people in Philly. I was fucking with people East Coast, West Coast, like on online battle sites and shit like that.
Okay.
So I built my name up off of that. But then I ended up on World Star. And then that was one of the most viewed videos in Milwaukee history type shit. And from there, I got a flood of people just.
No, 40, okay. So you put hands on a nigga about something.
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Hey.
The world star way.
Can we
viral way?
Hold on.
No, we ain't gotta do that.
I'm gonna ask this though because it involves a family member and she hate when it come back up.
Oh, okay.
So I'll tell y'all what it is. You can go look at it and check it out and all that. I'm
more
more than sure y'all have seen it before.
Yeah, we didn't seen it, just didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
Type shit. Okay, no, that's cool. So, and that's what got you the national following, you saying?
Right, I got a flood of people.
That mixed with the rap connections there, it all came together and got you the national following.
Right.
Okay. And that, okay. So let's move to like 2020 when shit was hot. Shit was active. You was very active.
Yeah.
There was other people active with you. Right. What led to that 2020 arrest? So
the 2020 arrest was for when people burned up the house on 40th and Lloyd.
Okay.
So
yep, and I do remember the house on 40th and Lloyd where somebody was allegedly missing, and was missing up inside the house. Yep. But you didn't have nothing to do with the.
So and it's crazy because I ended up getting arrested for that whole situation.
Really?
And I'm not. So what happened was this how shit worked, right? So if something happening, if somebody, you know how niggas go live when it's somebody pulling up trying to fight, or it's a shooting or a car, whatever is going on, motherfucker tag me right in it, right?
Yeah.
So, or they send it to me.
Facts.
So I get sent a screenshot pretty much because that originally that was threatening to do that originally.
Okay.
Like they like, hey, my kid's been missing. This house, we done be calling on this house for years.
Okay, yeah.
It's what they call it, sex offenders in this house. Woo, woo, woo. So we finna go kick the door in, do woo, woo. So I'm like, now we skipped over 2016. I got a Fed case for the 2016 riots.
Yep.
So my whole thing.
I ain't know that. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay. So
I'm new to all this shit.
Hey, look.
What 2016 riots?
Sherman Park.
What caused those?
So
that was when
a lot of people
value beauty and all that.
Yeah, so that was when the officer shot Seville Smith.
Okay, Seville. Okay. So you caught a Fed case from that.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
First of all, it's Milwaukee.
You was riding, bro. You was like
I was on camera, so you can see everything that I did. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you was like stealing shoes out of Playmakers.
Nah, but the thing is, and if you look back, like a lot of the shit that I've done, I did a lot of crazy shit, like that specific people didn't. Now that's where the other mass of the following came from, is people who didn't like me. So when I got real deep into the politics, community shit, I was real strong with the Black Panther, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of shit. So man, look, so I had a huge group of people before, they now you'll call them Proud Boys and all this other shit. Back then they were called 3%ers.
Okay.
So there was a Wisconsin chapter of 3%ers, and this is they kind of all represent their own groups, but back then that was like one group they was all in.
See, there's some stuff that I didn't intertwine. Like, I'm glad that you saying this, because like all that a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people got in TV land was just like social media shit.
Yeah.
They didn't get like what caused the shit, and I didn't know that it was a group of people called the 3%ers.
Now this how crazy the 3%ers is.
It's crazy. I thought it was 1%.
It is active. It's active police. It's retired police. I'm talking about from local to federal. Active people in the army, doctors, like all the people that somebody in that world, you know what I'm saying, that all know each other, right? And so that was the group that they all kind of shared. So some kind of way they shared my page and the shit I was doing in a group. So they start targeting me.
Okay.
The 3%ers did shit like they'll send you your address.
Yeah.
Which they did to me.
Shit out of you,
now,
bro.
The thing is, me and my pops got the same spelling of our name. So they send me an address. I'm like, stupid, this ain't my address. But then I had to think about it like, that's my pop's address. My grandma lived there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to get on there with them like, bro, like whatever y'all trying to do, like, you know what I'm saying? But so again, had all that negative stuff going on. And then with the activism, going at the police for the police shootings, all this different kind of stuff, like it's always in that kind of shit.
Right. So you
really,
was
I made myself a target.
So you was definitely targeted. So then, from what I read, like when you got arrested in 2020 or whatever, like you was trailing Frank.
No. So, you talking about when I got arrested? When I actually got arrested?
Yeah, in 2020. Because I'm trying to get to everybody outside of the jailhouse, because that's
the craziest
Milwaukee history type.
Motherfuckers was like barbecuing and all type of
I'm going to break something down for y'all that I haven't had a chance to really explain to people, because people got mad at me about the jail shit.
Okay.
Now what happened was, because I had that Fed case, right? The government tried twice for them to not let me out. And then two different federal judges told them, fuck y'all, we ain't finna hold dude. You know, he public as a motherfucker. He live here. He don't got no money like that. So he ain't gonna flee. You know? So they let me out, right? So what the police did, the police tried to keep putting cases on me, because what they thought would happen is, if we charge him with something, the Fed's gonna pull his bond.
Facts.
So that's what they thought.
Okay.
So 2020, the house, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. So the chief of police told them, just go arrest me for the shit. Like literally, that's what he told them.
The chief of police.
Yes, and that's why the chief of police ended up getting fired. Like that's the current chief that's now. We made that shit happen because of the situation that happened. You know what I'm saying? That directly had to do with me.
I'm gonna take another sip to that.
So, bro, it's some movie shit going on. But so when I got arrested, right? For those of y'all who do know or may not know, 14th and Valete, there's a building with a bunch of faces on, a bunch of murals.
Yeah,
I'm one of them people.
Facts.
So, me and Frank ended up doing an interview at the mural and it's early in the fucking morning, right? So the mural was fresh done. The news calling us like, come to the mural, we want to interview y'all. So I go do an interview. I pull up Frank there or some other people there. I do my interview and I try to pull off, like, you know what I'm saying? Me and him got a history, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to pull off. He tell me like, oh yeah, I got this meeting with these investors. Like, I want you to be at the meeting. So I'm like, I don't really want to do this shit. He like, no, bro, come on, go with me.
Now, when you say y'all got a history, good or bad?
Yeah, hold up.
Mainly not good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, though. Go ahead.
But from that,
go ahead, continue.
So from that, I'm trailing him, you know, and his people. His car is up front, mine's is behind his. Everybody else behind me.
It's good.
Everybody else behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So 14th of Elite, right? I'm trailing him all the way up, Lisbon, all the way. So we get past district, I think that's District 3 on North Avenue, like 40-something North Avenue. As I'm coming across the intersection, Frank go across the light, and then it was a squad car sitting right there, and they acted like they was going to pull out behind him. So I stopped, try to let them go. These motherfuckers backed up.
Damn.
So I'm like, what is they doing? I sat there waiting for like, is they finna go or what is they doing?
Yeah, they was working their move.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'm go catch up with Frank. Soon as I go past, they get right behind me, right? Pull me over. And as soon as they pull me over, a bunch of other cars just came and like surrounded me type shit.
Plot twist.
And they was like, you're under arrest, come with us, whatever.
You snitch, bitch ass nigga.
Now this is now, see, we were just politicking about you, so you can already imagine where I'm at with it, right? Because if you invite me somewhere, I don't know I'm going there. This ain't scheduled. And we literally go past the street. And they waiting for me right there.
And then they motherfucking bagged up when they was supposed to get behind your ass.
So this is where the problem came in for me. Now, did I outright say that? I didn't outright say that. So when Frank, and them started doing the stuff downtown, I created something in 2020, 2021 called protest parties, which was everybody get mad when niggas protest now. So what I did was I made a joke out of it. We gonna pull up to your shit and we gonna throw a big ass party and make it and that way we got kids out here, we got bubbles and shit. Like you can't, who gonna be mad at this and make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what he did. But Frank take shit to the extreme. He had the fucking TVs out there and all that shit. So he took the concept and did that outside the jail for me, right?
Yeah.
Right.
People was donating money. So
that's how you got that motherfucking.
So I get out.
Hold on.
I get out of jail.
Let him cook.
I get out of jail, and people got pissed at me because I didn't praise him. Like, oh, bro, thank you for this.
Yeah.
But now you can already know where my mind is.
Yeah.
We gotta have a conversation, bro. Because what the fuck just happened?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What just happened?
Right.
I'm following you somewhere, and I get arrested. That's crazy to me.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
You got some straightening to do. We got some straightening.
So, but people didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So they just looked at it like, oh, Vaun, like he just shitted on Frank. Frank did all this shit for him, woo woo, not knowing, you know what I'm saying? It's what's happening in the background type shit. Now, not only that, there's like I got my own team and shit. Like I'm an activist, but I got a team of people that I do shit with. You know what I'm saying? That I built. So people also were under the impression that Frank got me out of jail. He did not. I have literally, if anything was to happen to me, there's already a chat, a whole group of people, my whole team is already in motion. Like, do this. One thing I made it clear: do not deal with Frank and anything with money.
So, no, because he did. And it's not. People thought he kind of made it look like he got you out. Like he was taking a lot of credit.
Now, see, that's where another problem comes in that people ended up getting mad at me about, and I'm like, again, people don't understand where I'm coming from, right? So. Here come people telling me, oh, we were sending money to Frank to get you out.
Wow.
Right? I asked him, I said, bro, people was telling me you raised money for me. And he telling me I ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he chose to show me his Cash App. He showed me his Cash App, and I'm looking at my name on multiple donations. Right? Now, ask me how in total how much money was on that Cash App.
How much money was in that Cash App?
$17,000.
You got So when you seen that, when you seen that, bro, how did you react, or what was going on through your head?
So from a personal street stance, you already know where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But this just another issue on the many issues that me and him have now.
Okay.
But a lot of I'm in a position where I have a Fed case. I really can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, it's other questions and shit going on. So I'm like, I'm now just made note of that, and so, just dealing with those situations beyond that is kind of how I did it. Like I just, again, like,
bro, 17,000 is diabolical, bro.
Okay, so
that shit again.
And it wasn't even one day. I was in jail overnight, and it wasn't even 24 hours.
Yeah. And how did you feel about what went on outside?
I was ecstatic.
Okay.
Really?
I mean,
did you see it from like the?
No. So they had me secluded. It's the first time I ever had my own cell by myself. They had me ducked off. I couldn't come outside. They ain't let niggas watch TV. None of that shit.
Yeah.
So the COs was coming to me like, hey, what's going on outside? Like they was coming telling me. And then when they released me, they was like, I get off at so and so. Like, y'all, can I get a plate when I leave out? Like,
tell them I sent you. Type
yeah. So it was on that type of shit, So it was love, man. All my people, I'm talking about, I had family out there. I had the supporters. A lot of people. I will say,
People was doing the electric slide out there and
listen,
shit, man.
Man, it was air mattresses, it was blunts, it was grills,
It was going
was it a
crazy.
pool?
Bro,
that's probably the only thing that wasn't.
It wasn't okay. It wasn't a
bro, I'm
pool.
talking about it was a DJ and like a whole DJ.
Yeah, it was a DJ.
I'm talking about that setup and it was
A true party.
like, yo,
That's like
amazing shit.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
That's Milwaukee history, bro.
I think that everybody, as far as like, if there's a righteous cause for you being in those people's custody, I think that's how you protest. That's how you get on them people.
And it kind of was in line with like the protest party idea. It was just everything surrounding it that made it kind of
I
understand.
Skim scams and the flim flams that the motherfucker was doing, bro.
Yeah.
Even the people who didn't even know who I was, like, or didn't know what the fuck motherfucker was down there for. The just a mass of people that was able to come down there with no drama, no issues, no bullshit. That was just a beautiful time in Milwaukee that everybody came down there on
and
that
support,
vibe,
bro.
Shout out Milwaukee, man.
Shout out, man.
And I want to challenge the city, man. Go back and get all y'all footage. Somebody need to compile all that shit.
Yeah.
Because I promise you that shit should have got a way more
national,
because that can't happen nowhere else.
It
You know what I'm
can't.
saying?
Right.
I ain't even gonna cap. This is my first
Let's
time
tap
hearing
into
about
the
this
chat.
shit.
Let's see what the
For
chat
real?
saying.
Wow.
You had to have seen it, bro. That shit was so crazy.
17,000
at work.
scooters still missing. What the fuck? Hold on.
That gotta be Keela.
Wow, five dress did way too much. That's a wild business.
17,000 raised. Facts.
Bro, 17,000 raised is crazy shit. That nothing.
How
that's
much
nothing.
was raised? And so somebody, and I did want to get into that. The marches that happened. Did you march?
So this was the thing, right? It's not even for who I am. I'm not a person that seek attention, and I really my personality is really the opposite of what I do. So I don't want to lead a march. That's not even something I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So there was another activist who I came up under who re-emerged during that time in 2020 named Khalil Coleman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Khalil is who I came up under. And so what I did was when the shit happened in I believe it was Minnesota, that was going up. They were setting police stations.
Yeah, they was going crazy, right? Bro.
So my thing is, one of our people went out there, and I'm already again here. They go tagging me in the live. Soon the man got out the car and wasn't there 10 minutes and got pepper sprayed, and then they got beat up by the police. So my thing was, I do not want a bunch of motherfuckers from Milwaukee going out there, getting that done to them, probably go to jail, and they ain't got no aid or assistance.
Nothing.
So then I also know at some point people are gonna start protesting here. So what I did was, let me get ahead of it. I'm finna throw this big ass rally, right? And so instead of just having people out there talking about George Floyd, and that's all we talking about, we gonna talk about George Floyd, but we gonna talk about all the shit that's fucked up here, all the shit we need to be demanding, all the shit we want from our police. Put some structure and some demands behind it right away. So Khalil was one of the people that attended the rally. He spoke, and he was like, "Bro, you should start a march." And I'm like, "Nah, this is what you do, bro. You do it." You know what I'm saying? And so Khalil Coleman is the person who started the actual marches in Milwaukee. And then Frank, he showed up, and then he kind of got in with Khalil. And then of course, you know, it was chaotic the first couple of days. Everybody came here trying to start their own marches and all this shit. So
facts.
Really what I did was, you know, I deal more with the political side of it, like going to the lawmakers saying this is the laws we want to change, who dealing with the people at City Hall. So I'm like, I'll deal with that aspect. Y'all control the marches. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just have everybody just kind of merge efforts with y'all, because it was people like throwing marches, and then when the police beat your ass, like they don't know what the fuck they doing. They don't have no pool in this city.
No nothing.
Don't nobody know who they is. They
can't getting beat up and going to jail. That's all you're doing.
So y'all get with them, because at least they know what the fuck they doing.
Right.
And they, you know, can kind of put some structure to it. And that's kind of how, you know, how it went. Some marches I attended, but for the most part, that's their thing. So I let them do that.
And so okay, so yeah, you didn't do none of the out of state marches. So,
out of state.
Walking from here to DC and all type of.
So I ended up. My friend told me he wanted to do that. Of course, I got a Fed case, so they also had a travel restriction on me. I can't just up and just leave the state. I literally have to go get permission from the court, wait for them to process it, and then wait for them to come and tell me whether I'm approved or not. That shit could take up to a week or two. So I told Frank, like, because he randomly came up with this shit, And I'm like, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? One, it's gonna be hard for me to get travel permission. Then we finna walk through all these states. They not finna let me just be out here walking around in different states, and they on my ass like that. So what I told him from jump, like, because the DC rally was where they was going to, and so I'm like, I'll meet y'all at the end because we all going to the DC rally anyway. I'll meet y'all out there and walk the last whatever miles y'all got left. Which I met them, they had like 30 miles left, so I walked literally the last 30 miles with them. But. Hey, 30 miles is a fucking lot.
Hell yeah, that's a lot, man.
Nigga, feet blistering.
Hey.
Bro.
Yeah, 30 miles is a lot. That's okay. So, and then what happened after? Because around that time it was a lot. But you did get a lot. Like you were on the news. I feel like multiple times, right?
Yeah,
I'm on the news all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did you and Frank relationship end off? Because it was a thing in the city, like it was such a big thing, especially on Facebook, of course. So it was like the activists, everything happened that was kind of getting covered, and then honestly, y'all fallout got covered.
Yeah.
And so what it started to look like to the people was like, okay, we got the activists in the city, but now the two main ones, because y'all are kind of like going at each other.
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was off of the whole Milwaukee activism thing. It was just like,
so how did that, what did that turn into? What did y'all relationship turn into, and what did that turn into for you?
I'm just the type of person, again, with the position he has, I can really sit down with my enemy type shit. You know what I'm saying? For the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like coming up from the streets, having a reputation. I ain't one of the people that gotta keep reproving myself type shit. So I kind of let it be that. Like I said, sitting down with them and saying, okay, you and Frank do this, I'm gonna do this, even though I may not fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Or I got my own thoughts and opinions. Again, it's like politics. You got niggas who don't want to vote, and then you got people who do. You got people who like the police. You got people who don't like the police. I have to represent all of those people's voice. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go in there and say 3 of us don't like the police, so fuck y'all.
You have to have an unbiased position.
You know what I'm saying? I have to be diplomatic in most situations. And so that's kind of where I tried to keep it. But for me, it was so much stuff that had a direct, just me and him issues, like what I explained about the whole arrest and all that.
Yeah.
Stuff before that. Stuff after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we had issues the whole time. So with me trying to kind of maintain that position, and again, you got people who literally won't follow me because I'm coming at him, and they feel like all the activists should just get along. But what people need to understand is a lot of people that's out here that ain't out here for the same reason.
What I say?
You know what I'm saying?
People are people, bro.
Man, and I'm one of them people, bro. Like when I joined the Panthers, that group was here. That group was all over the news, all over, and I was rocking with that group until I got in the inners and I saw what the fuck motherfuckers was on. And then I made them disband that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I made them disband that shit.
Really?
Yeah, because
the new Black Panther
what happened with that? Can you get into that at all, or
Man, we had the leader. So I at one point I had joined the Revolutionary Black Panther Party, RBPP. If you go look that up, you'll see a bunch of shit.
I've seen a whole. I've seen.
I have too.
I'm talking about I thought they was coming back. I ain't gonna even hold you.
It was some. It could have been something, but then you had, when I'm looking around, I'm seeing the leader. He got motherfuckers paying dues and giving them money. He flying out all over the country on other people dying. He come here, he fucking everybody's wife.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
It's wives is crazy.
Putting his hands on women. Like, bro, you have to move around, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't give a fuck who the leader is. I joined this because of the Panther name.
Right.
You ain't on that shit.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna have you or this group or anybody, as long as this shit going like this, I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, he wasn't righteous with what was going on. And that's what I really I get from you and from your story, and we're gonna keep going, is that a lot of things that you were doing were righteous, and a lot of unrighteousness came your way. You just had to deal with it.
This pretty much is a stake on concrete. Who we talking about? Hold
on, because we.
Oh, that's Bush. That's one of my people. Okay. She might be talking about Frank, or I don't know if she's real.
No, for sure. I remember. Look, and we not gonna because I look.
That I don't know because I didn't see. You got the
Didn't
people
who did that? Was it
One of my
like Tory
cut-
Lowe and
yeah, Tory's
Frank was out there.
Oh.
One of my cousins was out there too. Shit.
walking all that way, feet blistering and all type of other stuff, and then people was getting hotels and the other people weren't getting hotels and look,
Yes,
okay.
it was a lot of mess
Oh,
around
okay.
that, bro. Motherfuckers
Okay.
getting shot at supposedly,
Yeah,
didn't get shot at.
yeah.
Like,
There
it was so much back and forth and just so like everybody in the city was tuned into that for a while.
Yeah, it
The
was.
city was tuned into that for a while.
My memory is starting to come back
Right,
up because I got some Facebook status that's going crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember now. I remember now. Hey, okay.
So then, what came? What after that? What came for you personally after that? After everything,
I know we had the super blow up that was real public when we protested him at his house, and that was like a huge thing.
yeah, because he was out. Man, I don't want to talk about no like you know what I'm saying,
man,
but like
Bro can come up on here and explain
I
his,
do want to get straight to it. I ain't gonna lie.
look, come on, man, we gotta get straight to it.
And now, like my memory's starting to come back.
Yeah,
as you
it's
talking.
like shit starting to come back.
What led y'all to protest outside his house?
So again, it was a bunch of different. At that point, the DC March had happened, so you had all the people who was saying shit happened to them or this they had this problem with them or whatever. Then you had the stuff with the allegations that he got arrested for. That shit was the most recent shit that really drove that.
Yeah.
Because what happened was the victims were reaching out, wanting again assistance, and then
and what were some of the claims that the victims
it was some
it's all allegedly, of course.
Yeah, all alleged, man.
And again, that's where the problem came in for me when in the confrontation, because I didn't want to speak for them, right? So I was just speaking from my issue.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to be there, right? And then I'm supposed to be there supporting them while they say this happened or ooh, they didn't ever pull up. You know what I'm saying? So we just ended up going back and forth with our shit. But yeah, it was just some he took it, he got some motherfucker said no, whatever I can't tell you what all, I just know it was some sexual shit along them lines.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so that's what led to y'all protesting outside the crib. It wasn't nothing with the money or none of that.
For me, it was.
Okay.
That was still an issue. And if you listen to the live too, I brought up the shit about the arrest. You know what I'm saying? I brought up a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Even my case that, is the Fed case from even 2016. There is some shit even questionable about that. You know what I'm saying? Because
he said drugs. What? The fuck? Okay.
Yeah, so
it had to be some of that involved, man. We seen the mug shots. Come on.
That's okay.
We gotta give it up. Oh, we gotta give it up where it's due. Like I seen the 2 dreads comments in the chat. Come on now. We seen that. We seen what that turned into.
And it's the thing, like
no, it ain't that though. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, listen. It ain't that I'm on here to bash dude.
Right, that's
not having a real conversation because
we just get straight to it, bro.
Straight to the podcast.
What I've had to deal with, especially from 2016 up to now, people like, why I ain't been in jail yet for the Fed shit. And it's the thing, like on a federal level,
people
how we got like CCAP. Motherfuckers have insinuated that shit, right?
Okay.
Now, this the thing. CCAP, if it was a state case, you could CCAP it.
Mm-hmm.
For the Feds, they got something called
Pacer.
Pacer, you got to pay for, I think.
Yeah.
But if you get Pacer and look my name up, you'll see there's movement in the case.
Okay.
Right? So if my shit don't say sealed and you don't see nothing else after that, then you can have some questions. But I went from 3 charges to 5 to 7, bro. I was facing 32 years minimum. Wow. And you can't name nobody else from all them people y'all saw doing shit.
Yeah.
Name 5 people that got arrested for that.
Yeah, I can't.
I
want the only people that got arrested for it, and I had a Fed case, not a state case like anybody else would get.
And it ain't nobody else on your case. It's just you.
I'm what they were referring to as the big fish. So apparently,
so you getting hit like Young Thug or some other shit? It's like some shit.
It's almost like a RICO, but it's not. So, and this we gonna get into some other political shit.
Getting straight to it, man.
So listen, bro. So for people who are pressing this Trump shit, right? Trump created something the first time he got in office called a label called Black Identity Extremists. And what that is like regular racist groups that they go out there and prosecute. He created one specifically for Black people, for them to go after the activists and shit like that. My case is a Black Identity Extremist case. They don't call it that, but that's if you look at my discovery or you look at how they got it together, they literally made it exactly like that. Like I'm this person, all these people, because I don't know if y'all saw the video from the 2016 riots. There was somebody who was like, "Get all the white people." Type shit, and that shit went viral.
Okay.
So
yep, I remember.
They made it to where I'm almost like the person that's orchestrating all this bullshit, and I don't know none of these motherfuckers.
Right, whole time you probably somewhere all the way down the block.
Like, damn, they fucking shit up. Like,
right, yeah, and you was really reporting for the people. In all reality,
you're not a Black extremist. That's that they
exactly.
You're not a Black extremist.
You said you work in the park.
Yeah. So the stuff that happened with that uprising, that riot, whatever people want to call it, really stemmed originally from the park. There was actually a riot before that. They called it a mini riot, but that was because the police was like jumping on the kids at the park type shit. But the kids was, they was having mass fights, 200-300 people fighting, the shootings, driving stolies all through the park. Like Sherman Park was lit, back then. And we came in, created a program, started working with the kids. That shit calmed down. So I got thrust in the limelight ahead of the police, ahead of the organization. Now I'm fucking with people money. Because now people like, y'all need to pay dude because dude got this whole elaborate program. He doing all this shit. He getting donations for it. But it's a whole youth organization right here. The police supposed to be dealing with the crime. This nigga doing all this shit by himself. So now they looking at me like, oh shit, now I'm fucking with their money.
Yeah, right.
Now I'm making them look bad. And that's kind of where all that shit kind of...
Ain't it crazy when you really try to like care about the community? People view you as a threat. People view you as you in the way.
Because to some people you are
right.
Right. To certain agendas you are a threat and you are in the way. Especially when you bring a community together and you somebody who people could actually look up to and actually want to listen to and follow. Then you do become a threat.
It's almost like the industry, right? Music, acting, any of that stuff. The people who might tell a Diddy no, or the people who might talk about what Diddy try to do, they get blackballed.
Right.
They don't want you in that shit. They're not gonna let you get to a certain point. They're gonna do everything they can to keep you, either get you out of it or keep you at a minimum. It's the same shit in this, where you got all these people that's constantly getting money all the time for shit being fucked up.
It's profit. It's profit off of destruction.
Yeah, so they don't want nobody to...
Guaranteed somebody's gonna profit off these hurricanes. I want to give a special, I mean,
did you hear about the fact that like with the hurricanes, I seen that FEMA was giving them $750 because they sent all the money to Ukraine. They sent what, 8?
We gonna get into that. Okay.
They also say that they don't have no money because they've been helping and see this.
Immigrants. That's actually what I meant to say.
Get straight to
My apologies. I didn't mean to say Ukraine. That they gave
8.4
million to immigrants, or was it 7? It was something like that.
And then they just gave money to Lebanon. They gave billions of dollars to migrants, whatever. But then they just approved before Congress ran up, because Congress is on recess and all type of other little bull crap. It's like billions of dollars got approved to Lebanon, and the White House, the secretary, the one who speaks in front of everybody, she got pressed yesterday or today on that, and she was just whatever. My opinion is my opinion. She was dodging the question, but I really want to know what you feel about
that. I'll say this, because we actually do disaster relief, and if you look on my page right now, I actually created, as part of my organization, we have a national disaster relief program, like a division of our thing. So we've been going out doing that stuff, right? And so one thing you have to look at is the government does shit, and that's even like here. The government works in an old ass way. They don't want to do shit different than how they do it, and then it ain't them suffering, so they take their time. Right. They want to keep having meetings about it while motherfuckers is getting fucked up. So that's why I exist. You know what I'm saying? And why people like me and groups like ours exist, because we helping motherfuckers stay afloat or deal with their shit while they try to get their shit together.
That's right.
So on that level, when you have, and it's the thing, like, with the weather getting worse, I don't know if y'all have ever researched Tornado Alley, but that used to be like a
it's all
specific.
through Oklahoma
That shit has expanded.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, Tornado Alley is way bigger than what it's ever been.
Mhm.
So this weather shit is a real thing. These hurricanes are some of the biggest, worst I just seen some shit while I was sitting over there. I think somewhere in Florida, they're finna get 16 or 19 feet of water, bro.
Storm surge.
Bro,
yeah.
my little sister live in Miami. That shit crazy.
Yeah, and
I got
in the
family.
Tampa.
I was just
in
watching
that
it where
area.
it showed the height of what 19 feet look like,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Yeah.
like over this building.
Bro, that's over.
Facts.
That's
You
at
know,
least to this window for real.
Now, this the thing. If you have entire cities and states that's fucked up, multiple ones,
Mhm.
do y'all really think they have enough money to cover all them fucking people that need help?
Yeah, I think so.
They're not gonna. So FEMA
Maybe they
has a
could
budget.
have though.
They don't have the structure for it, and they don't have the people in place that give a fuck enough to rush
Right.
out and do that. Like, and it's the thing, like, just like the police. When you call the police, do they pull up right away?
No,
Sometimes it might take that 2-3 hours to come.
no bullshit.
That's the same way, bro. When it comes to a response,
Yeah.
that's why what we do is called rapid response.
Mhm.
They don't do rapid response unless it's something with a shooting or one of theirs or something super crazy. They gonna take their motherfucking time. They work off a priority basis.
Well, the 750 though.
The $750. Did you hear about that?
I have heard that. Again, I don't repeat or regurgitate nothing I don't know to be fact.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Because
right.
there's a lot of that shit going around.
It is.
I do know that I've been on national FEMA calls in the past couple of days. They have money. They got organizations they work with, all type of shit.
Okay.
But like even on the call, they were saying there are some places where if you even try to go in there, they're not going to even let you get through there.
Right.
There are some places where the fucking highways and shit is fucked up. You can't get in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the way the government works, they got to sit down, send motherfuckers out, come up with a whole plan, come back and talk about the damn plan, figure out who they going to include in the plan, where they going to put. That shit takes extended amount of time. They probably do have the resources, but the government operates in a way where they going to get to it where they get to it.
Okay, quick question. Maybe you can educate me on this. But why is it all of that when it comes to the American citizens and it's like this when it comes to everybody else that's not here?
So
in every other country, because all that we see, maybe that you know something that we don't know, I don't know, but all that I see when it comes to my political research, or I don't know, just watching the news, I watch Fox, CNN, I watch everybody, you know what I'm saying? But what I see is that when that there's talks and all of that before, but when shit hits the fan out of country, it's like the money is there. But then when it comes to the American citizens, people got to sit down. We got to figure it out. We got to do this. We got to do that. But then it's like, I don't know. It's confusing. So I just want to ask.
I think that's more. I think it's a lot of the same. I think it's a lot of process involved in both, though.
But there's a priority basis too. War is that's like a number one priority in a lot of people's books. So they try to maintain allegiances and protect their people and they allies as like the number one thing, right? Because push come to shove, the shit that people was fucking with and into it with, that shit could be World War III. So they are dealing with that shit as it's the most important thing going right now. You know what I'm saying? And is that, will we do that, or do we feel like they should be prioritizing that? No. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But on the outside looking in, that's just like when something happened, like a hurricane or something in a different country, they go right out there. They mobilize, they got set up, they got all type of shit.
Yeah, all type of Red
America
Cross.
has always, again, operated in a super old-fashioned, westernized fucking way of where they prioritize the wrong shit. All of us would say that we need to take care of our own communities before we take care of anybody else's. But we got people right. Look at the jobs in Milwaukee.
Okay.
More people that live here go outside of the city for work.
Absolutely.
The people that live in the suburbs and all these other towns up north, they come into the city to fucking work.
Wow.
How does that work?
Yeah.
That's why
I-43 they got all the contracts to fix the dirt, the roads, the dirt, the flowers on the side of the street. They all coming from somewhere else. So they're doing the same thing.
Wow.
Where they're putting money in other people's pockets that's gonna take that and go up north and pay taxes up there that ain't gonna count for here.
That's wild.
But that's how they do business. That's who they choose to keep their alliances with. to have their infrastructure, how they like it, and who they buddy system is. That's how this country is set up, and that's why this shit got to change, because it don't matter who in there. If they don't have the mind to do something different or to really get in and change, you don't have enough people that want to change it. They gonna just keep doing the same shit.
Keep doing the same shit.
Strength in numbers, man.
Correct.
Strength in numbers.
I agree. How do you feel about the upcoming election and voting? And
Yeah, let's get straight to it, man.
This shit crazy to me, man. And just because I have a bias because one, I've gone to a lot of protests. Not just ours. I've gone to their protests.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to hear what the fuck they talking about, what they think about shit. And I'm not a person like you can't tell me something about a person, right? And I'll take note of that and I'll watch for that, but I try to fill them out to see if it is what it is.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? So I think we in trouble either way, honestly. To be honest, it's going down either fucking way. But I will tell you,
going down how? Like, you have to put more context to that.
if he wins, if Trump wins,
okay,
right? I know people are not. I don't know if people ain't taking him seriously when he say certain shit, or if they don't have the experience that I have, where literally he created a law that's targeted to us, and I got caught up in that.
Yeah,
right. So I know the danger of somebody like that and the type of shit that they own. Right. I don't know how that's missing black people in America. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they think the stuff that, whether it's immigrants, because like, do we have an immigrant problem here in Milwaukee?
No, not here.
But it will affect us.
It will.
How many
places?
How many places in the nation have you heard where these issues are because of immigration?
Say it again. Say it again.
The major cities and the asylum cities.
How many though?
Chicago, New York. You have a problem in Los Angeles,
California, and Texas.
Okay.
Well, you talking about cities?
That's 5 out of 50 states.
Out of 50 states, but those are the
Colorado,
Denver. You have the. This is what I'm saying. You saying out of 5 out of 50, but those are like the main pillar cities. That's what keeps. Those are the cities.
That ain't their main issue, and I'll tell you, they had. So that's like creating. We already have laws for if you come across somebody, whether they in asylum city or not, if they get caught doing a crime, they getting deported. Well, that's how the law is set up.
If they commit a crime deep enough to get deported, but then it depends if their
the
country
type of crimes they're talking about is all high level crimes. They're not talking about these motherfuckers just spitting on the ground. They talking about they killing, raping, taking over buildings. Like, they're not doing this shit everywhere to the level that they're talking about.
Yeah. She said Serp Hall was crazy. Oh, okay. That's some old shit. But
he's talking about a specific
now
incident.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just asking just a few questions. I was just getting to, because I see you got some flyers here, just like what's going, like what you up to now? What is this? What has all this led you to? Where are you now? What are you focused on now? What you pushing right now?
I mean, I'm just pushing the same stuff. Running these youth programs. I got a number of youth programs. I got, my Comforce team that handles a lot of stuff in the city.
Okay.
Day to day. Like I said, we
Comforce. I heard of Comforce for sure.
Yeah, we gearing up to hopefully do another 2 or 3 state or city trip for the disaster relief once the second storm goes through and we kind of pinpoint where we gonna go and get the stuff and all that. I got a gift drive that I do in December. That's going to be our 11th year. I don't know if y'all seen that, but
hopefully we can link with that and we could get something going so we could get our people to kind of, you know what I'm saying? Do something full circle where we pushing that gift drive, because I love to be
a part of that, bro.
Part of something like that. Yeah, whatever we could do, like if we could sponsor or whatever, but we'll talk about that. But that sounds, I'm sorry, that just excited me. But a gift drive, go ahead.
When you actually see it, because it's not, we don't do ours like anybody else's. Bro.
Okay, yeah,
wow. We love to be a part of that, bro.
Like,
love to.
The way I did it is, so I pick an area every year, and it's a different area in the city every year, and it's based off like if they had a lot of shootings or if they had, a lot of deaths or anything in that particular area, or whatever. Okay. So we pick a different area of the city every year. We get we raise like 10 G's, and we give it out in cash, toys, bikes, gift cards, all this different stuff. And then we like do like promotional stuff. So in the gift bags, if y'all want to promote the podcast, you know, you put them in the gift bags for the parents, you know what I'm saying, or for the grown people, so where they, you know, they got stuff in there for them too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a promotional and a awareness.
We have to get closer, but
literally we go knock on people's doors. Like, hey, y'all got kids in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, have them come to the U-Haul. We'll give them a bike. We'll give them. You know,
wow, that's amazing.
We got it.
Yeah,
that's amazing, and that's the kind of stuff that definitely need to be covered. I see. Is this a song on here as well?
That's what I'm saying. I had put it up there.
Some of them songs that y'all heard on the beginning are on here. So you got like my IG. You have particular songs. You got one of my albums on here on the QR code.
Okay.
And then some of these go to our music videos.
If you see that QR code, if you watching us now, scan those. You can do it on the thing. Make sure it's straight. We'll have it. We'll have everything. We'll have the QR codes and everything. Flip it over real quick. Flip it over. Flip it to the other side. If you watching right now, take your phone right now. Scan those a little closer. Scan those QR codes. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, your cameras could probably.
Do you have a digital version of this?
Yeah.
If you could send that to us too, we'll post it on our straight up pages.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to. Well, lastly, because I know we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because I know we did get it a little bit political, and I just wanted to like kind of like give you the other. I don't know, other side of things as far as like where you say, I know you say bro created a law and everything like that, and how people don't see past certain things that he says. I think that a lot of black people are looking past identity politics and they're looking towards policy. So are you more of a policy person, or are you more
so there's the thing, dude. We all watched the debate. Did Trump even say he had a policy?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Let's get hold on. He said, "Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it." Ted, the Trump supporter. So it's good.
Which is cool. But the man said we don't have a policy. We have ideas, and we'll get to it and put it together.
We had a 4-year sample size of a so-called policy, if that's how you want to put it. This is what I'm saying. How do you? It's like bro said on a Breakfast Club. If you own a house and you hired a contractor to fix your house and he broke some shit, would you hire that next contractor to fix the next house? So let's put it.
Would you hire that same contractor
who broke some shit in your house to fix it? So why would you let somebody who caused inflation, who caused this?
She did not cause inflation.
She was a top-breaking vote.
Worldwide,
bro.
We have the lowest inflation in the world. Every inflation in every country went up.
But we're talking about real lives where groceries are up 25%.
Again, if that was a global thing, it don't matter who the president was. That inflation started during Trump, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's I've seen a lot of that. That we're still
that's where
the economy that we dealing with now.
This regime did that.
One of the tricks.
The economy. That's what I was getting to. The economy
gas down here at 230. I have seen gas down here at 230. And this the thing. Let me say this too, because this is one thing I get on black people about, right? Black people talking about inflation. Black people been dealing with inflation.
It's more than inflation.
It's called price gouging.
I'm middle class,
right?
Yes.
Now, under every president, you know what's happening at these corner stores or the gas station? You're gonna pay 2-3 times what that shit costs at a different store.
That's for sure.
The gas is higher on our side of town, even though we're supposed to be the poorest people. That has been inflation for us.
Bro, I paid.
They letting all of the and guess who's trying to protect those type of people? Trump is, because they are business owners. They're multi-million dollars, and he wants them to be able to just freely do whatever the fuck they want to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like this. And we gonna wrap it up. Look, we ain't go.
Bro, before you say that, he right as a bitch, because I paid $8, I believe 8 and some change for a Jack's pizza at the gas station, bro.
Bro, why are you buying Jack's pizza from the gas station?
A lot of people grocery shop at gas stations and corner stores. We have food deserts.
Yes, we do have food deserts, and I can attest to that because I do.
We do have food
card and stuff like that. So if I'm shopping at the Metro Market on State Street, there's produce.
Bro, it been
good green produce, organic produce, full, so on and so forth. Versus the Pick and Save on 35th and North.
Yes,
it looks a lot different.
Yeah.
It's no.
That's what I'm saying.
It's no red onions.
Now, I will say the
stuff like
the
that,
side
you know
of
what I'm
stuff
saying?
they talk about is real issues.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you how Wisconsin, the stuff that we have to deal with
here,
it don't have nothing to do with that shit they talking about.
For sure.
In the state of Wisconsin, this state is Republican ran. This city is the only really Democrat area, and that's why we get treated like that. The Republicans are in control of the laws. They control the state policy. We have a Democratic governor, but they fuck shit up to where he can't do shit, beyond what he want to do. But see, this the thing. Like I said, when it comes to real life shit that black people in this community have to deal with, that side is gonna be bad for us. Whether we think, and it's the thing. I'm not telling nobody vote for her because she black. We did that with Obama. We ain't doing that no more.
Don't do that.
Because the second time I started paying attention to policy. Right now, I'm on political shit. Now I'm involved in this shit. Now I'm looking at what laws you're making.
Okay.
And just like I said, Trump made something. Obama did something too called indefinite detention, which means they can come pick you up and put you in jail. You won't get no lawyer. You don't get no rights in there. They can hold you for as long as they fucking want to.
You said it's called what again?
It's called indefinite detention.
It's straight to politics right here.
It's called indefinite
Straight to politics.
For sure.
So
let's take a sip.
Again, I'm deep off in this shit.
I just
no,
really
go
feel
ahead.
like,
No,
I really feel like a lot of us that look like a lot of black and brown people, we complain of how I want to say this without sounding
shit.
We complain a lot, bro. Instead of a lot of people who broke, a lot of people who down and out, they complain that they down and out instead of trying to like get from being down and out. Like it's these laws everybody be complaining about. Oh, it's these laws and the loopholes, and these people, the rich people are getting on the tax breaks and they helping them out and them out. And it's like me and bro and everybody in here, we figure out a way to try to well, we can get like them. We're not complaining about like what these people are doing to us. It's like how you do that so I can do it. How much money did you make so where you get to that level where I can not pay taxes?
It's funny that you say that though, because again, we talking about policy, right?
Yeah.
So and he's talking about doing the same thing, giving the corporations and million and billionaires
I feel
tax
like,
break. Check this out. I'm going somewhere with it though. Kamala is talking about giving. Is this an LLC?
Yes.
She's talking about giving y'all 50 G's.
No, she's talking about giving $50,000 worth of tax breaks. So
No. How you gonna get a $50,000 tax break if you ain't never opened a business before?
I'm saying
we can't even get loans.
And you ain't got 2 years.
She's not talking about a tax break. She's talking about.
She said tax breaks.
No, bro.
She specifically said tax breaks.
No, she did not say tax breaks for startup and brand new
tax
companies.
Breaks for startup business.
That's impossible. Listen to what you're saying.
For sure.
How are you gonna make 50,000 when you just open a business and don't have no degree behind you? You just created an LLC. How is that person?
And you're proving my point, which is why conservatives say Kamala's policy, why she said is stupid. She said tax breaks, bro. It's people who's listening to this and me
I didn't hear her say tax breaks not one time.
Bro, I will pull up with. I don't know if we got time. We ain't got that much time.
No, we got time.
I will pull up where she says I will give $50,000. She would give a $25,000 tax. She would give a $25,000 credit for new homeowners, but a $50,000 tax break
up to 50,000.
Up to 50,000 tax break for not alone.
So when people were talking about the PPPs and all that shit, right? That is another. What she's talking about is another form of that, where they're giving you money to deal with your payroll or to deal with the shit you need to buy and all of that to give you, because if you start in a business, that's why farming is and people talking about inflation, Trump members killing the farmers. That's why we ain't got no food, and the food that we have left is so fucking high because there are less farms, less animals, all this type of shit, bro.
Buying up all the land.
Again, you see, when people have these conversations, you have to take a whole lot more into account. Have you been looking at the videos of 50,000 cows and chickens dying because it's heat there, and shit on fire?
Yes.
So if they have less stuff to sell you, they're going to raise the price for it.
For sure.
And then, again, it's so many different layers to it. And again, hey, if you are, there are pros and cons to both sides. And I will say, I want to challenge the Democrats to quit doing the shit that they're fucking doing. And that's why I got them changing shit in this city, because it's the Democrats doing shit stupid and fucked up, and the Republicans,
Absolutely.
Listen, they not.
They work together.
You know what I'm saying?
Liberal.
Oh, that most definitely. They'll work together on certain shit, but it's
a lot of. I feel like a lot of black people have
listen,
conservative.
I mean,
conversations with them is totally
I feel
different.
like I feel like it's two wings on the same bird, and it get confusing at times. Like I was driving the other day and seeing a Democrats for Trump billboard. I know y'all seen this too.
That's an oxymoron.
They are Republicans for Kamala.
You've seen it too, right?
Yeah.
So
this the country and all this shit is divisive. It's division.
It is. But I feel like right is right and wrong is wrong, and there's certain conservative values that we all hold. You know what I mean? That we all hold that I ain't gonna get too much into.
Adrian said I heard about that. One of my coworkers was telling me about the acres and how they changed the rules about farming. Definitely two wings on the same bird. Google say $50,000 tax deductions.
Tax breaks.
Hold on. Yeah, that's and again,
I
where are you
using
much? This the thing about Google, because where are you getting the information from?
Look, and because I was on YouTube, but there's only like 20-30 minute dialogues of what she's saying. I can't like
I'm pretty sure like on Twitter or X or something like that, they got an excerpt. But this the thing for again when she's talking about startup businesses, you're who's coming up with a lot of this shit and they're making 50,000 to get
what she
exactly said, that don't make sense.
No, what she's saying, okay, you have a business LLC, escort, boom, boom, you do all your stuff, whatever, you get all of this funding, boom, boom. You somehow at the end of the year, your taxes is up to $50,000. You whatever you paying, whatever you didn't put into your business. If you put up to $50,000 worth of funds into your business, what she's saying is that you not finna have to pay for that because nothing's free in America.
Mm-hmm.
What she's saying is whatever taxes, because you can be you can be a personal contractor, like people who drive trucks out here. Mm-hmm. They file 1099s and shit like that. What she's saying, all right, create your business where you go work for Amazon and you gotta have a 1099. If you made less than $50,000 that year, you have to pay your taxes.
Or you don't. So in other words, up to 50,000, they're not going to tax you.
They're not going to tax you.
Okay, let's start there.
Which helps for sure.
Which helps a lot.
It's not alone.
Helps a lot.
What anybody's talking about he's going to do.
It's not alone though.
So again, what people even if you're right about it not being a loan,
you can get a loan and won't be taxed.
The fact that you can recoup, or not even recoup, recoup up to 50,000 of your dollars back clear and free. That's way more helpful than anything dude is talking about.
Well, I'm saying it's
for people that's not above us at a certain level.
No, look, I'm because I'm not trying to. I don't want to put barriers, or what I want to say. I don't want to make excuses for our people. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole core of America is pull yourself by the bootstraps. You learn what you learn. You work hard. You work hard and you can be whatever you want to be. That's not bullshit.
It is bullshit. It's bullshit, bro.
Why you say it's bullshit?
Because we live in a first of all, we live in a city that is known worldwide for its segregation and for its racism.
Okay.
That is not so. What you think they just known because people say, "Hey, N-word, I see y'all over there." No, there are things in place that make things like 53206 be a possibility.
Yeah, but I feel like tell that to people like Chicago. Tell that to people like the other.
It's always that's worse.
All of the successful black people that we have met throughout our lifetime who has cared less about shit like that, and they have succeeded through all of the shit that they have been through, bro.
So how many successful people do you think, with the population of 600,000 we have in this city,
for sure,
how many of them do you think are above a certain tax bracket in a place of success?
How many wise? How many
percent wise? Give me a percent.
40. How many?
That's
no. I say 12.
Really?
I'm gonna say 12. I'm gonna say 12.
And even I might even say 12 is high. I might even say 12 is high.
I'm gonna say 12.
Especially people that look like us.
I have faith.
Right. No, it's not about it's not about having faith. It's about the actual numbers. He asked a real question.
Hey,
home ownership. Home ownership has not for black people. If people were that much successful, we'll have way more home owners.
Yeah, but black people credit not good.
If you in the
how your credit not good if you're successful? If you
I'm not saying,
come on, bro. Black people credit not good is crazy.
Come on, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. We have
again when you talking about those type of policies that are going to support that side is that counts for a certain tax bracket that none of us or most of us are not in. Right. So I think it's under somewhere between 50 to 100,000. If you make anywhere, because I know I would say 50. So
if you make more than 100, then this is the conversation we should be having.
If you make over 100, then that probably will be the person you want to vote for. So you keep your money.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll make about 100.
That would be different for a person that has like multiple businesses that's making over 100,000. It don't matter if they making 100,000 on each business, but over 100,000 that they have to pay taxes on.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yes, you know what I'm saying. She will probably be the one to vote for.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
She said new businesses
again,
though.
One size don't fit all, bro.
One size don't fit all.
It don't matter
Correct.
who the president is.
Correct.
Some people are going to benefit, and that's just capitalism, bro.
Right, that's just capitalism for real.
Somebody always has to be at the bottom, and unfortunately for us, it's always us. And the other ones will work together to make sure that it stay us and not.
Look, it ain't finna be us. We that's I think it's a mindset issue with a lot of our people, bro. No bullshit, to where we have this like there's this ceiling. It's like we grow up like it's like an innate, I don't know, within us, like it's this ceiling, and then once you get to this ceiling, then the man tries to put you down, and it's like I don't think that's true, bro.
But listen to who you talking to.
For sure.
The whole story I just gave you, right?
Yeah,
I have one felony on my record when I was 18. It's the lowest class felony.
Yeah.
It ain't shit lower than that.
Yeah.
Right? So even with all the shit that I do, all the shit that you just heard me talk about, I still ain't went over every program, every initiative, everything the city, the county, the state have taken from me, like my ideas, to the point where I did shit for years and years, and they owe me money, and then they turn around and duplicate my shit, call it damn near the same name, and then pay themselves over $500,000.
That's wild.
My shit. Like, this is who you talking to.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that it is things in place. If they don't want your ass to get something, you're not going to get something. I have to go with black people trying to open businesses, down to zoning meetings, down to get their license and all that shit, and they're being told no when every fucking body else is being told yes.
Yeah.
I see this shit. That for what I just told you about the contracts with the streets and everything else, there is a literal ordinance that says so much of that has so many of them contracts and them dollars supposed to go to black people. You think they go by that?
Yeah, no,
absolutely
not. Fucking all they don't.
That's why I think.
So this shit is real. It's not just. I would say there are massive people who just don't want to do shit or who may use that as a crutch. I know people who use shit, they trauma or what they've been through as a crutch. They could do way better.
Yeah,
but it's just easier to be sad or you know what I'm saying, or to use that as the reason why you ain't gonna put the effort for it, right? But I'm talking about, I see people every day, I work with people every day who want to do better, who are trying to do better, and motherfuckers block that shit. They don't want them to do it. So it's a real thing. It may not be, just like it's people who tell you police brutality ain't real, racism ain't real. That may not be their experience.
I really don't think
that may not be their experience, but it's real
for them. For most people, that's a reality. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
A lot of motherfuckers don't.
Well, listen, Vaun, we definitely want to thank you, bro, for your time.
No bullshit.
Thank you for coming to sit down with us, especially as our first first guest.
Bro, this was a great interview.
It went great.
This was a great learning experience for me because
I learned a lot. It went a lot better than we could ever imagine.
Yeah, like
honestly,
we were sitting there like,
bro,
we gonna do this.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
I was kind of stressing about this, and I came late and met with 40, and we came up with the context of the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But we was kind of like. So I'm glad this turned out the way it did. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey,
all the Jews you shared. Thank you to all your people who tapped in with the Straight to It podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the chat right now, please like, follow, comment, share this podcast. Please and thank you. We definitely appreciate it. Listen, the most important thing that I could pull from that last conversation is choose what's best for you.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Do your research, do your homework, figure out what works for you and choose what's best for you.
That's a fact.
And if you don't do nothing else, Wash your hands.
Look, and wash your eyes.
And wash your face.
Look,
please.
Not with the same towel.
This is our self-care rant. This is where we give people the best advice we ever gave them in their life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, get under them fingernails when you wash your hands.
Nigga, wash your arms. It's still a little bit.
Get under them arms, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's getting cold. You gonna be in all them jackets. You still gonna get musty. So wash under them arms.
White front to back. White front to back, y'all.
White front to back.
Front to back, ladies. Whatever.
Anything you want to get to people? Tell them.
Hello.
Any self-care advice?
Just take time to decompress.
Yeah.
And understand yourself, man. Self-assessment is a motherfucker, but it's the number one step to being able to be a lot more conscious, you know, in how you move.
That's facts. Be self-aware. Take care of yourself. That's what we be trying to get to.
Pray.
At the end of the day. Yeah.
Pray. Drink some water.
Get you a good exercise in, a good workout.
Facts. Work out. Walk.
Get you some healthy food, some fruits and veggies. Drink your water.
And you know what I'm saying? What else? Brush your teeth.
Hey, get out and go vote.
Bro, get out and go vote. I don't
Exercise your vote. Exercise your right. It don't matter who you vote for.
Do your due diligence.
Do your due diligence and go exercise your right.
Get you some money.
Go hustle. Yep.
Get you some money. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit in the house all day. And you know what I mean? Just be thankful for the day. You know what I'm saying? Just be thankful.
What's the YouTube channel we can find your music?
Facts.
YUNGLABTW, which of course stands for LA by the way.
Yeah, Young LA by the way. Go get you some Young LA by the way in your life. Go to YouTube, type that in. You know what I'm saying?
Videos, run them up.
Yep, run them up.
Run this shit up on a real.
Wear your seatbelt.
Wear your seatbelt. Look both ways when you crossing the street.
Look both ways for you pull off from that green
light.
Like
take
y'all know this Milwaukee.
To have these type of conversations. Listen. I'll talk to you every day. I don't you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even like that. I like for steel to sharpen steel because we have to keep each other informed and sharp. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
We can't spend all our time talking about bullshit all the time. It's real shit going on.
Yeah, and that's why we thank you for your time,
man.
For
no bullshit.
Yeah. Facts, because we trying to help y'all do better. We want y'all to do better, man. Wear a condom.
Wear a condom.
Talk to God. Pray about
here
it.
We go. Here we go. Here we go.
Only if it's a bad decision.
Only if it's a bad decision. Fuck the bullshit.
Y'all stay black. Stay safe. Stay dangerous.
Until
next time, get straight to it.
Bye.
Love y'all. Peace.
Love y'all, man.